What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are going to cover the new Pokemon Go PvP Silph Arena tournament, the Ferocious Cup. Yes guys, it was just announced by the Silph Arena, and the Ferocious Cup is nothing like we have seen before. This is such a unique tournament, so in this video we are going to dive into the rules and regulations for the tournament, give you guys some infographics on what is allowed and what's banned, and then we're going to dive onto pvpoke.com where you guys can check out the rankings and take a look at what is going to be the best Pokemon for the Ferocious Cup. Alright, so getting right into the rules and regulations, guys, for the Ferocious Cup. Who will be crowned King of the Beast? This is a beast type tournament, meaning 4-legged beasts and 2-legged beasts with a tail are allowed, which is really unique. So Pokemon like Delcatty, Pokemon like Nidoking are going to be allowed, but there are a lot of bans this time around, guys. Grass type Pokemon, not allowed. Flying type Pokemon, not allowed. Bugs, not allowed. Humanoids, so Pokemon like Magmar, are not allowed. Starters, so Venusaur, not allowed, and Bastiodon is not allowed. So a very unique tournament in terms of the style. It's not typings like we have been used to in all previous cups. It is all about beasts. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys, but let's head over to see what are going to be the Pokemon that are allowed. So looking at this image, if you guys want this, you guys can head over to my Twitter. So link down in the description to my Twitter account. You guys will see this image there. You guys can head over to the Silph Arena to check out this image as well. It's going to be floating all over the place, or you guys can take a screenshot. But these are all the actual Pokemon that are allowed. Now, down in the description, there will also be a search term, so you guys can copy and paste that, put it into your Pokemon game so you can check what Pokemon you have already. But this is just looking at, we got everything from Rattata to Alolan Marowak here. Some big things to note, guys. Umbreon is in this, and Umbreon with that buff to Snarl with Last Resort, huge threat. We got the legendary dogs in it as well. We have Skuntank back in this one. We got Torkoals, we got Donphans, Nidokings, so a lot of really fun Pokemon for this tournament. But let's go ahead and head over to pvpoke.com. Alright guys, over here at pvpoke.com you guys can check out the rankings for the Ferocious Cup. It is by no surprise Umbreon is going to be the #1 because of that buff to Snarl with Foul Play and Last Resort. But it is noted that you could also use Dark Pulse, so don't think that because you don't have a Last Resort doesn't mean it's not viable. It's just probably not as top tier in terms of moves because of its neutral damage coming from Last Resort. Again, we have Suicune up there again, Snarl with Hydro Pump and Bubble Beam. Now when it comes to Suicune, guys, you have received this, or if you don't have it, other people have received this through research breakthroughs earlier in the year, I believe, or last year sometime. Personally, I have, I think, about 6, maybe 5 or 6 that I can use. And I want you guys to notice the fast move pool here, right? It's all the hidden powers. So what would I suggest? Well, I have one of my Suicunes. It's not the best PvP IVs, but it has Snarl because I don't have enough TMs to try to get myself Snarl. So I'm going to take my Snarl one because I have a better chance of getting the ideal move set on charge moves. So I'm going to take the Snarl one. It has Hydro Pump, so I'm just going to try to unlock for Bubble Beam. If I don't get it, then obviously I just got to TM around till I get Bubble Beam. But Bubble Beam, having that buff to lower your opponent's attack, could come in really clutch against electric type Pokemon, lowering their discharges, their Thunderbolts, where it may not one-shot the Suicune, is going to be clutch for this tournament. Now, something absolutely hilarious, guys, Bibarel is in this. And if you guys don't know who Bibarel is, that's Bidoof's evolution, guys. That's right, Bidoof is in this tournament at rank 3 overall with Water Gun, Surf, Hyper Beam, or Hyper Fang. It's going to be weak to the electric type Pokemon, but it can beat Suicune, Alolan Marowak, Ninetales, some big players in this tournament. That's just really funny. Never thought the day would come where a Bidoof was needed for a Silph Arena competitive PvP tournament. Now we also see Vaporeon in here. Not a huge surprise. It's got Water Gun, Aqua Tail, and Last Resort. Again, Legacy, but it doesn't have to be because you could go Aqua Tail and Hydro Pump. But again, losing to the electric, so electrics might come into play here to be able to counter some of these big water users up top. There's a lot of great options for electric, but as we go down, we see Ninetales is in this with Charm over, well, Powder Snow is there, but Charm to stop that Umbreon, right? The fairy damage coming in. So, and it also has Ice Beam and Psyshock. I'm going to be countering Pokemon like Umbreon, Shelgon, Granbull. We also see Pillow-Swine in here with Powder Snow, Avalanche, and Stone Edge. Really hard hitting charge moves with the high EPT fast move of Powder Snow. I'm gonna have to look out for Suicune and Heatmore, but it can beat up on a Alolan Ninetales, a Marowak, and a Shelgon and Skuntank as well. As we go down farther, we see Pokemon like Lanoon and Furret. And Lanoon made a great showcase in the Silph Arena Championships in Chicago, but Furret, like, really, guys, Furret is actually relevant, which is really awesome to see. Quick Attack, Hyper Beam, Brick Break. You can beat up on Suicunes and Vaporeons, but, man, never thought the day I'd say I see a Bidoof and a Furret being a possible meta-relevant Pokemon for my competitive team. So this is really awesome to see. Another Charm user in Granbull, a Alolan Marowak, so from the Sinister Cup is going to be good for this tournament, countering the Ninetales and Donphan, countering our Ice-type Pokemon. We also see a Alolan Eradicate and Nidoking. Nidoking with that Legacy Fury Cutter and the Earth Power Earthquake because of the dominance from the Water-type Pokemon, which is going to raise the electric type Pokemon in terms of necessity for coverage. This guy now is like the anti-coverage with huge spam with Earth Power and Earthquake. Donphan in here as well, one of the only counter users for the tournament with a great moveset of Heavy Slam, Play Rough, Earthquake. Heavy Slam covering those fairies, Play Rough covering those darks, and Earthquake covering those electric type Pokemon. So great coverages coming out from Donphan, looking to be a jack of all trades for this tournament. Shelgon is in here as well. Shelgon with Dragon Breath, Flamethrower, Twister. Going to be pumping out some raw damage with Dragon Breath. It does have to look out for every single Charm user out there, but it can go toe-to-toe with some of those big names in Suicune and Vaporeon. We also see Pokemon like Lickitung. We see Pokemon like Delcatty, Skuntank, Nidoqueen, Alolan Sandslash with Ice Punch, which is a new move for him, and having Powder Snow, that high EPT, energy per turn fast move. Gonna be doing great, able to get off a bunch of charge moves, but it's gonna have to look out for those fire type Pokemon. Then we have our electrics in here as well. As you guys know, Minun, Raichu being Legacy with that Thunder Shock, Minun having that discharge damage, which is huge. And then the more we go down, we just see duplicates of the higher ranked ones basically above. But man, this tournament is looking like a lot of fun. Some great Pokemon in here. Now, when it comes to building your team, some better strategies for Stardust in terms of that way. Maybe look to trade Bidoofs until you get lucky, because you are going to need a very high level Bidoof. I believe it's close to 40, if not 40. Let's check this out real quick to double check for you guys. What's the advanced? He's gonna be level 35. So if we give him the maximum stance, yeah, 33.5. So he's gonna be higher end on the Stardust cost, so maybe look to catch a wild one that's weather boosted, or trade for one that's higher up with your friends, because I'm sure people in the community, you're like, hey, can I trade Bidoofs? You know, I'm sure they'll do it for you guys, so that's another tip. And then the big one is the Suicune. TMs are scarce, as you guys know, so don't go wasting 25 TMs to try to get Snarl. Maybe just trade with a friend or use the one you have that has Snarl on it. That's the approach I'm going to bring. I'm not worried about stats as much as I am about resources with TMs and investing in something like this when I can just get Snarl right away. So yeah, this tournament is looking like a lot of fun. Now, in other news, guys, as you guys saw, King put out a tweet the other day about team esports for North America teams, European teams, South America, and Asia Pacific. And we have the first European tournament of some of the best players in the EU, all ace trainers from Season 1 going at it in a team aspect. So not individual players, teams of 3. So we got 2 teams of 3. This tournament is going to premiere on my YouTube channel tomorrow. If you guys are watching this as of Friday, it's going to premiere Saturday, October 19th at 5 p.m. London time. So adjust accordingly wherever you guys are at. Best thing I could say is go into your phone, go to the clock, look up London time, and then you'll be able to figure out where you are from there. So again, premiering tomorrow. I will be in the chat watching this with you guys. It is a tournament video with a unique draft and unique ban pick tournament. 36 Pokemon, 6 trainers, 1 team will come out victorious in a round robin Pokemon Go eSport tournament. So be sure to catch that. If you guys can't, don't worry. This is just going to be a normal video on the channel once the premiere is over, so you guys will be able to catch up on what happened and see some of the best players in the EU go at it head to head. Guys, enjoyed today's video and I hope you guys found it informative, so be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think about the Ferocious Cup. This is such an exciting and unique tournament, bringing a lot of great Pokemon that I would have never have used. I don't think I would ever have touched Bidoof until now. So, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.